Hey, good morning, everybody.
Good morning, everyone. How are you today?
Happy Saturday to you. We are here on the first Saturday in the month of April.
I can't believe it. I just can't believe it.
I know.
And we're actually one day removed from April Fool's Day.
Did you enjoy April Fool's Day?
I never enjoy April Fool's Day. As much as I like to laugh and clown and joke and all that stuff, I'm not fun on April Fool's Day.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like April Fool's Day. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll do all this tomfoolery throughout the whole year, 364 days. But on April Fool's Day, sometimes people get a little crazy, a little nasty.
Really?
So, not a fan. They just try to hide away.
Well, it was actually a very good April Fool's Day. You know, there were no fools out there for us. So.
Oh, that's a good point. That's true. That's a good point.
Okay.
No tomfoolery. Right?
Exactly. Well, we are here for you this Saturday morning, the CCI radio show. I'm excited. We have a special guest standing by, Bobby D.
We sure do.
And our guest has been here before, and he's going to grace us with his presence in just a couple of moments. So hang tight to CCI radio show.
Coming back.
That's right. That's right. We're here on your Saturday morning. It's actually sunny here in the Steel City. Not too cold today.
Not too cold today, which is good. That's a good thing. We think winter is trying to leave. Maybe
we're still trying to linger like it did yesterday. That was April Fool's.
Well, that's true. That's true. See, more tomfoolery, even with the weather.
Rain, the sleet, then the sun, then the rain, the sleet, and the sun.
We had all four seasons in one day, and that's usually what happens in the springtime in Pittsburgh. You never know.
Mm-hmm.
You never know.
Exactly. Well, we are so excited. We're going to be bringing our guest on here in just another moment. Let's give a nice intro.
Okay, I'm ready.
It's always an honor to have this gentleman back. You know, he was on here before. We want to give a shout out to Neela, the host of In My Element, for connecting us to our good friend who's returning back to the CCI radio show today.
Yes.
And like I said, we had the pleasure of interviewing him back in November.
Oh my goodness!
Can you believe it's been that long ago?
Well, that's been a while, huh?
I know.
Well, I'm happy he's back, so we can figure out what else is going on.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and definitely do that. I'm curious.
You're curious? Okay.
Absolutely. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back musical artist FEGS to the CCI radio show.
How's it going?
Good.
How are you today?
I'm fine. How are you guys?
Good. We know we can't say good morning. I guess we could say good afternoon. It's afternoon for you, right?
Yeah, it's afternoon 3:07.
Oh my goodness.
Oh wow.
Oh, okay. All right. So it's 10:07 here.
Oh, good morning.
Good morning.
Good afternoon.
Yeah,
to
good
you.
afternoon. Yeah, see, your day's been going and we're just getting started.
Just getting started.
How's everything? How's life and everything?
Well, it's all good. Can't complain. Thank goodness. April Fool's Day yesterday. Now, do they celebrate April Fool's Day in the UK?
Yeah, like you get a lot of crazy jokes on the 1st of April. Like April Fools, just April Fools. Like, I don't know, they could pretend they're pregnant. April Fools.
Oh goodness, that's not a good April Fool's joke. That's not a good joke. That's not good.
Yeah, we were definitely talking about, you know, I don't know how much you heard as far as the weather here yesterday. It was sunny and then it snowed and then it sleet and then rain and snow and then the sun came back out. So we had we had every single weather aspect in one day, like Bobby D was saying.
So is it hot there right now or is it cold?
It's sunny and cold.
Actually, look at my phone. It's about 36.
Yeah, 36 degrees
Fahrenheit
and sunny.
I know the same because in London it was just hot the other day and then suddenly Yeah, it's now. At this moment it's cold. It's very cold. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh my goodness.
I went out there yesterday and my ears was freezing.
Oh my goodness. So the weather there sounds like Pittsburgh weather a little bit.
Well, see, I've been telling y'all I'm a Yinzer. I'm living like I'm living like the Yinzers right now.
You really are. You really are. With the that we call the weather schizophrenic here sometimes. It will do. You know, it really is. Okay, are we? Is it? You know, you could start off the day with a winter coat on.
Yeah.
And by the end of the day, you've stripped down to your t-shirt and shorts outside. Like, woo! It is hot.
It's like what? So what? It's basically like the men have to go out there with briefs and glasses and suit because it's like 1 minute it's hot, down there it's hot, upstairs it's cold. It's like
haven't gotten that far yet, but you never know. Hey, you know, when the summer gets here, we just might.
Yeah.
The summer is just plain hot. It is. That's just like it might be a little cool in the morning, but once it hits about 8, then 8 a.m., then it's like
you will start to notice that. Yes.
I get you. I didn't even know it was like that in America. I thought it was always hot. Like I've been to Texas and it's like always hot over there. So in Pittsburgh is the same as London, just the weather's always changing. And
no, see, so we must be on the same I don't know
climate cycle.
Yes, there you go. As London, we must be because it's cold, wet, you know.
Well, we need some sun over here in London, so feel free to Bluetooth some of your sun over to the UK, man.
What we'll do is we'll take a picture of the sun here later on and DM you.
No problem. I'll see if I can plaster it somewhere in the London sky.
Exactly.
Oh man. Well, Fegs, we're so glad to have you back on the show this second time around. Would you mind just for those of you who haven't seen you before, would you mind just reintroducing yourself to our audience?
Yeah, my name is FEGS. It means Forever God's Son. I'm a gospel artist who's based in the UK, but I'm a Yinzer at heart. So, you know, you might as well say I'm a Pittsburgh gospel artist at this point in time.
We'll take it.
But yeah, and I'm just doing the music, and I was in university studying biomedical science, but I don't want to go down that route, if I'm being honest. Oof. I just did that because I'm Nigerian, so I had no choice. But
it sounds hard. Like that doesn't.
The music is where like my passion was. Even when I was in university, I was studying biomedical science and I was doing music. And I remember they used to tell me, "What am I doing in this course?" And I was like, "I know, why am I here? But I'm gonna get this degree." And then I got the degree, and now music is the game. Music is the aim. Music is, I guess, what I'm trying to do. Yeah.
Yes. That's beautiful. Because oh my goodness, that just sounds. It sounds like you were taking some very hard courses, like just that whole. That just.
It was crazy. It was crazy. At some point, we weren't even speaking English. Just bacteria. Difficult. I knew about so many different bacteria. I was like, what am I going to do with this information? Because I can't go to Pittsburgh and tell you guys about bacteria. Yeah, do you know about this bacteria by the name of bacteriolosis and all that? You guys will be looking at me like, is this
yes, I'm already a germaphobe, so don't tell me about any other bacteria. I don't need to know. I don't need to know.
What's so funny is because I started on SoundCloud, so I had this song called My Brothers, and I said something like gas. Basically, I said I ain't gassing, and obviously that basically means I'm not lying. It's like slang. Yeah. And I said that I ain't gassing, and then I said, but I ain't talking about methane. I was like, for a second, I slipped in my degree into the rap. I was like, I ain't gassing, but I ain't methane, and obviously methane is a gas. I mean, the degree was really doing me something.
It's in there, you know.
But a lot of people were shocked though, because I remember somebody I know in the Caribbeans were like, "Oh my days," and he does biomedical science, and they were probably thinking, "What's the correlation to the music? Where does the music come in? Biomedical science, music?" I know, guys. Just I'm a Yinzer. That's a simple. I'm a Yinzer.
You know, we're going to get you a shirt that says Yinzer.
I think we should.
I'm up for it. I might start. The next interviews I do, I might start telling people, guys, I'm a Yinzer. They're gonna say, "What is that?"
They're gonna say,
"I'm from Pittsburgh." And, you know, Pittsburgh has accepted me. Sam C and Bobby D said, "I'm a Yinzer. I'm here to represent."
Hey, I'm down with it.
Artist, guys. So from now on, I'm gonna even speak to my team. Maybe change my bio to FEGS is an artist who's a gospel Yinzer.
That's it. That's it.
Let's go with that.
Definitely a gospel Yinzer. I will take that.
Oh man, that is so cool.
How have you guys been going on? How's it going over there? And I'm sure you guys know about the Ukraine war and Russia and
Yes. Well, we do want to talk to you about that as well. But I do see we've got some folks popping in there. We've
some
got
comments.
Yes, go ahead, dude.
Hey, Mr. Netta's on board. Good morning to you.
Netta. Hello.
And we got music birthed out of the spirit.
Music.
My team said that they
and they said FEGS the gospel Yinzer.
Yeah.
Glory be to God. Glory be to God. That's me. That's me. That's me. I'm a gospel Yinzer, guys.
I love it. I love it.
Man. Well, you know, since you had asked the question about the Ukraine situation, it has been really interesting because there's a lot of Ukraine people over in this area.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
And a lot of I think there's a couple
there's
Ukraine
a huge
church, or
there's a
one
huge
Ukraine church?
Ukrainian church, and it's also interesting because I don't know if they're directly across the street, but they're on the same street as a Russian church as well.
Yeah.
But believe it or not, they are actually pulling their resources together to send money to try to help the Ukraine, as well as they're even doing some like services and things together. So that's actually a lovely, a lovely thing to see. So that's the good part. So maybe they should come to Pittsburgh. This is the way we do it. Try to,
hopefully, a Russian representative is listening. Tell Putin to come to Pittsburgh. The Yinzers are ready for peace talks.
Peace talk. Over a Permani Brothers sandwich, and they might want a beer. I don't know. We've got beer and all that.
Behind the scenes, FEGS, we gotta. I don't know if we told you this before, but behind the scenes, we gotta talk to you about our restaurant, Permani Brothers, and their type of sandwich. So we'll get with you if you have some time at the end of the show. We'll get with you to tell you about that.
No problem. I'm all ears. I'm all ears.
You'll be a true Yinzer then.
I'm ready.
That's exactly right. We've got our friend and sister Dion Dyson, otherwise known as
Breeze Blings.
Breeze Blings. Good morning,
sis. Good morning.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in.
Gospel Yinzer here.
Yeah. Yes, we are hanging out with the Gospel Yinzer FEGS here on the CCI radio show. He's deemed himself that today. So
the next time he comes on, we're gonna have to get him a shirt that says Yinzer
or FEGS the Gospel Yinzer.
FEGS the Gospel Yinzer. Well, we'll have to talk to Breeze. She could actually make that, that's part of her thing. She could do that.
That's actually pretty cool.
That actually would be.
That could be my next Instagram post, FEGS the Gospel Yinzer. I'm telling you. I can see it already. I can see it.
Oh man.
I'm listening.
Oh man, let's ask you this question. Since we're all going through the pandemic right now, and there's something I'm going to lead into, but as a musical artist yourself, how do you think the music industry is going right now during this whole pandemic?
You know, because it's crazy because like I was telling somebody this the other day, just before the whole pandemic started, I was meant to perform at a carnival. And, yeah, and because of the whole virus stuff, I couldn't in the end. And I'll say musically, I think it gave people a chance to reset and to think, you know what, you know, there's other stuff that's so important in life that, you know, I think before everyone was just always on the go, waking up, I got work, I got this, I got that, but it made everyone pause and think. And I think it was a good thing for the music because it gives people a time to think, you know, reflect, catch up with people that are, you know, important to them, and really showed you the essence of life. Because, you know, like once I go, like I'm not, you know, what will be remaining is the music. Yeah. But, you know, but the memories are important. So I guess people are starting to realize, you know, family and whatnot is very important. And, you know, I'll say musically for a second, it just caused a pause. And then, but I think now things are starting to get in place because, for example, there's some shows in London that are, you know, that are starting to come about because there was no shows at all before, none. Everything was online. And so obviously that affected the money that was coming in, and but now we're back on track because there's a competition in London, and I can't lie to you guys, I've just been in the studio mode, and I wasn't expecting people to at me because I didn't think I was that known, but some people have been atting my name on Instagram for me to perform at a show. So
yay!
I'm representing in the UK. Don't worry, I'm representing for my Yinzers.
That's what's up, man. We're glad to hear that.
But in regards to what you're saying, Sam, I think it just basically gave everyone a good pause. But in the UK, things are starting to be back on track. You know, I think it was a good pause. Initially, it seemed like it was a bad thing, but then it became a good thing. You know, because we all needed a break. You know, and you know, we're still human beings. Even the Bible says God rested on the seventh day. If God rested, how much more us?
Right. We should rest too.
Yeah, we did.
Because sometimes, you know, sometimes I'm awake, and I have to remind myself that I'm not God. Like, why am I still up? Like, I'm not watching over the city. Like, let me go to bed and rest. Like, because you're not God. Let God be God, and you're God. Rest is key. But that's my thoughts, you know. How about you guys? What's your thoughts on, you know, the question posed by Sam C?
Yeah, as far as the music industry, I guess. Well,
or just the pandemic.
Well, the pandemic, it's changed a lot of lives, of course. You know, not just the music industry, but you have people now that, you know, now for people who have never worked from home before, finally, you know, they've, impromptu have gotten the opportunity to work from home. And a lot of people now, when a lot of workplaces begin to open up their offices at some point, there's a lot of people that are kind of like, you know, I don't know, because I can do my same job at home. I'm actually comfortable. Like a lot of the offices and, you know, just supermarkets and things like that, a lot of them have that canned air. You know, so it's kind of hard, and people are just afraid. You know, there's a lot of people walk around here, at least in our county. Mostly everybody has done the right thing, but then, you know, there's other sides of the state where people don't want to follow the rules, not get their shots, and so forth. So that's brought us down a little bit, because we could, as far as I'm concerned, we probably could have been out of this thing early, you know, sooner than later. Yeah. As far as that, what do you think about that too? So,
well, thankfully, in our particular county, the rate is low now. So there's mask optional at pretty much all of the schools and pretty much everywhere you go. We, of course, still mask up, obviously. I'm around too many little people. One group of little people that I'm around, they can't get vaccinated yet. You know, this is the 5 and under.
Okay, that makes sense.
So I obviously have to mask at that job. But I have another job where they can be vaccinated, but, you know, I'm like, no, I'm going to still keep the mask on, because what if I catch something and then take it over to the preschool. No, I'm not going to do that. So I'm okay with the masking. I'm okay with that, though it's also a good thing because I haven't been sick in 2 years.
Wow. That's
the little people, they aren't very good at catching those sneezes and coughs.
Yeah, I get you.
So it's good to get.
Yeah, the stories you tell me when you come home.
Oh yes, I've had to catch I can always see it in somebody's face when they're getting ready to cough or sneeze on the little people. So it's like, chew. Like I've always done, no. Like, you're not gonna. I'm okay if I catch it and I get it in my hand. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go wash my hands.
But I must say, it's funny because I went to my friend. She had like an EP launch, so I went there in the studio, and I remember I was telling the Uber driver, like, you guys have Uber over there as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yes.
I was telling him that I feel like the coronavirus has a British passport because it just keeps coming to the UK and just. But now I think the coronavirus also has an American passport from what you're saying. This coronavirus just does what it wants, but we're protected,
It's crazy. It's just another sporadic thing, Just
because I don't know, is it the same in America? But in the UK, basically, there's now more cases coming out of nowhere again. Like it stopped and then it came back. Is it the same in the UK too? I mean, the US as well.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it depends on which state. There's a lot of states that the governors don't want to abide by what the president is doing. So they're just like, okay, whatever, we're going to open everything up. I mean, you don't have to wear a mask. And it just, like I say, it just really depends on which state, because this is what's keeping us Americans from getting rid of this COVID-19.
It's unfortunate.
I think as well, something about the stimuli package as well. Like I think Joe Biden was talking about like the stimulus at the time that was helping some people, because I got family in America too. So
yes,
it did help. Needless to say, we all thought we all hit the lottery when that stimulus came. We're like, we're rich, I've never got this before. Well, I mean, we were all like that, but to some people, that one check was all they would get because that was like their livelihood. I mean, they would probably stock up on as much food as they could or pay what bills they could, and then it's even the same with unemployment.
Mm-hmm.
When your unemployment runs out, that's it. A lot of people are just out of money, out of work.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Absolutely. Did they do extra stimulus checks and things in the UK?
Yeah, I think they did. Yeah, because I knew of some people, and the government was helping people. They did their best, but it's like the truth is they can only do so much, unfortunately. So it's like as much as they want to just help everybody, they couldn't save everybody. But they did try their best in the UK, and I guess this is where stuff like music is needed. That's why I'm just trying to focus on, songs to uplift the people. And like, I've even got more music coming out soon. And it's like, I'm just all about just elevating the people, because I feel like the music can help. And that's why I released that song called, Dalu. And I was just saying, thank you for today. Just no matter what you're going through, you just got to thank God that you're still alive. It's another day to have another shot. Don't give up. Like, keep going. Like, it's the fact that you're still alive must mean that your purpose is still, alive. That's how I see it. So it's a new day, and hence why I said in the song, Dalu, thank you for today. So in my language, in Nigerian, Igbo, Dalu means thank you. So I'll just say, thank you, God, for another day, and that's all we can say. When times are tough, you just got to say thank you, because the truth is, it could have been worse. That's how I always see it. I was saying, okay, it might have been a bad day, but it could have been worse. And when you're having that mentality, you stop complaining about, oh, you know what? I didn't get to eat the turkey bacon or the chicken or it could have been worse.
That's exactly right.
He talked about the the turkey bacon, and so we're going to talk about that in another segment. But no, I'm just,
or Sam likes his turkey bacon.
no, it's a good thing. We're just going to talk about that in another segment. Yeah, FEGS on the show with that.
Got some messages there.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see Breeze and Danelle were talking to each other, and then Breeze says to FEGS that she loves your voice. Welcome to the show.
It's my British accent. Hello.
And I believe she was talking about, as far as that shirt about the Yinzer, she says, I can definitely do that.
No problem. I'm ready to wear my shirt.
And then Danetta was talking to you when you were talking about, we put your hand over me about the sneezes. She said, right, better safe than sorry.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right, Danetta. Because I would always end up sick after being around the little ones. It seemed like every Thanksgiving, it seemed like whenever we would have a nice little break, that's when I'd be sick. So we'd be having, like getting ready to have Thanksgiving, and Sam and I host Thanksgiving for the family. And I'd be like, okay, go ahead. Everybody eat. I swear I didn't cough on anything. Go ahead, eat. It's okay.
Yeah.
But I'm like, oh, I could actually breathe. You don't have to be afraid that I'm, contagious. Yeah.
Is it like quite difficult sometimes, balancing, just like everything with like what you're saying, and as well as dealing with kids and all of that as well?
It can be a little difficult, mostly, of course, just trying to keep as healthy as possible, because it really is, you being a scientist, that's literally with all those little people, it's a petri dish of germs.
It's so true. It's so true. Like they have runny noses, they have everything, man. It's true, yeah.
Yeah, and the parents will say, "Oh no, he's okay."
Yeah.
All right. Like, well, no, he doesn't usually have a runny nose, so we should probably take him home. That's okay. He can miss a day of coloring and glue sticks, to get that under control.
Bring a doctor's note.
That's right. Bring a doctor's note with you next time.
Sometimes is it like you have to be careful sometimes not to like give them a stare, like sometimes when they're misbehaving, not to give them the "oh, you better not stare."
But I can't help it. I try, FEGS, but
it's funny.
Especially behind the mask.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Wait, look, I don't have a mask, but I have a glove. I have my glove.
Yeah, you got the stare correct. Yeah.
Mrs. Cubbage is not happy. Mrs. Cubbage is not.
Because I noticed around those ages, like kids tend to be very cheeky. I feel like I was like that myself at that age. You feel like you could get away with anything, So.
Oh boy, do they too? they think they can. Yeah.
We got another comment from Danetta here. Danetta says, my mom was a retired school teacher, and she said the same thing. They're little germ carriers.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
So right.
Yeah.
So right.
Keep that hand sanitizer. Wash your hands.
Oh my gosh.
Because I remember I got chicken pox in when I was in, I think you guys call it kindergarten. I got chicken pox.
Oh my gosh.
It was just spreading through the school. It's just spreading. Yeah. So you're right. They do carry a lot of germs sometimes as kids.
They do. And they don't care, and they sneeze on each other, and like, oh, come here, chew, chew, cough. Eat things off the floor like a.
That's true. Oh no, the 5 second rule, like it's like it drops on the floor and then it's like it's only been 5 seconds, it's safe to eat. And I know they do all of that, right?
Hey, that rule is still in effect.
No, it's COVID.
What? You're still using the rule as well?
Well, no longer the rule anymore.
Well, no, I don't mean outside. I mean here.
No,
nowhere. Still in effect here.
Nowhere is that.
I think for me, I used to do that rule. Sometimes I still do it if I'm being honest, but I think the horrifying one for me was when I was with my friends and we went to this place where you can buy like chicken and chips, we basically call it. I don't know if it's the same there, but there's a place you can basically buy fries and chips, fries and chicken, basically. Fried chicken and chips is basically it. And I remember this chicken dropped on the floor and we were outside, bearing in mind, it was like a bridge as well where there's a lot of bird poop on the floor. And he said to me, 5-second rule.
No. That chicken is gone.
That's a little different.
That chicken is gone. Let it go.
That's different.
God knocked it out of your hand. He didn't want you to have it. That's why it's end up on the floor.
I'll just go back. I'll just buy another piece. That's all.
No. Yeah. God didn't want you to have it.
The 5-second rule. The 5-second rule doesn't apply to that. Then I'm guessing it doesn't.
No.
Absolutely not. No. But the kids, though, I think I might kind of be, training little germaphobes as it is. Hey, they'll drop something on the floor like, Mrs. Cubbage, can I eat this? No, it's on the floor. Why not? So that I'll launch into my long story about how many people are here in this room right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's about 12 of us in the room. Yeah. How many people have dogs at home? How many people have cats at home? So everybody's raising their little hand.
How many people have both?
That's right. Like you had to walk from your house. You had to walk into your car. What's in your car? You have this in the car. And it's like all of those little germs have followed us into the room, onto the floor. No, you cannot eat that off the floor.
For a second, I can tell you're a good teacher because for a second I felt like I was the student for a second. I thought, did I drop something like 5 seconds ago on the floor or something?
Now that's hilarious.
No eating off the floor. Let it go. Take an extra sip of water and you're okay. There you go.
See, everybody's laughing.
I'll take your advice.
There you go. Extra sip.
Everybody's laughing in this comment. Of course,
extra sip of water. There you go.
So, actually, I might take a quick sip.
Take a sip of water.
Sam joined me. I feel you, brother.
Yeah. You see, it looks like yours has fruit in it, though.
No, mine just plain. It's just.
I thought I saw something in there. That's okay. I was about to say that was a fancy thing of water. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was about to say that's a fancy thing of water you had there. From what I was looking at, it looked like it's like you got lime or something there.
Oh, okay.
That's fancy.
Yeah, because health is wealth, I guess. Yeah.
That's right.
Yes. And as we go back to the comments here, Danetta to you, FEGS, said she loves your accent.
Oh, hello, Vanetta. Is it Vanetta?
Danetta. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, Danetta. It's me here. I'm FEGS. I'm a gospel yinzer, and I'm based in the UK. I'm for acknowledging my accent. So yes, I'm sure you figured it out. And I do usually have a bit of tea and scones, and
there you go. I can actually go for that as long as we don't drop it on the floor.
We have tea, no scones.
I'm where I'm from. We don't do 5-second rules, and we
no
don't do that too.
Yeah.
Except if you drop a tea on the floor. If it's your tea, then the 5-second rule will count. It works, yes.
Yeah.
So once again, it's
5-second rule's over. Bobby won't let me do it anymore. It's null and void. She won't let me. That's over. So I guess officially today the 5-second rule is over.
It's been over.
Oh well, see, she said it's been over. I didn't know that. So, and we have music birthed out of the spirit said ew. And then Danetta was laughing and laughing again. That's why everybody's laughing.
I'm guessing my team doesn't believe in the 5-second rule. I'll remember that. Don't worry, I don't pick up things in the studio, guys. I don't pick up food from the floor of the studio. Just putting that out there.
Don't pick. No. Mm-mm.
Okay, good. Good. So, FEGS, we have to ask you, out of all the songs that you've released so far, do you have a favorite one?
Ooh. That's a good question, Sam. He caught me out, you know. It's like I don't know how to word it. It's like they're all kind of like children to me. So it's like favorite child, and it's like, oh my days. I can't say which was my favorite child. No, I'm joking. But what I would say is, I noticed that usually what happens is the latest one usually becomes my favorite because it's like that's the one that's out there. Yeah, so I don't say I'll have a favorite because sometimes I'll listen to, for example, I've got the song called Amalicha Baby. I can be listening to it. That but yeah, Dalu, I like Dalu, but I like Amalicha Baby. I like Do My Dance. I'm like, which one is my favorite? So I don't have a favorite, you know. I feel like they're all my favorite, and I feel like that's what makes me as well keep topping it each time because I don't think to myself, you know what, I like Amalicha Baby. Because once I think I like Amalicha Baby, I'm going to try to make another Amalicha Baby. And the truth is there's only going to be one Amalicha Baby. I can't make another Amalicha Baby. So that's what I try to just listen to it and I like this. Let's do better. So I don't really have a favorite, you know. I feel like all of them are my favorite, if I'm being honest, you know.
I would think that would be hard as an artist. How do you choose?
And because I do the production as well, so I make the music as well for the songs. So it's like I'm thinking to myself, it's even harder because I'm like, it's hard to say which one because I do the music too. So it's like I don't know. It's hard to
they're all good tracks. I mean, we've heard them all, and what I actually am going to do, which I haven't really done lately, I'm going to make sure that we add your tracks when Bobby does Gospel Excellence. I want to make sure that we add at least a song from FEGS going each time we do a show.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So, and I love being able to say, we do have the rights to this music. I love doing that on YouTube because you know they'll take something off or whatever. No, we actually do know FEGS.
Yeah,
you can check with him. The CCI radio show is affiliated with FEGS. We do have the rights to this music.
Yes.
Thank you.
I'm a gospel yinzer, y'all.
Exactly right. He's a gospel yinzer. YouTube. Okay, we do have the right. You heard him say we have the rights to his music.
Yes.
Thank you. You get a little snarky with that when they do that. Yes, we do have the rights to this music.
And she will say it just like that too.
Oh yeah. So
YouTube takes down songs and all of that. So sometimes when you're playing the music, YouTube takes it down or something.
YouTube can be a little tricky about certain music. So far we've been because of the artists that we do know, and I will get a little stuff. I mean, I don't know if you all will get any type of what's the word? Maybe
royalties.
Well, as long as you do get the royalties when we play it. But I don't know if you would get any like alert or something from YouTube saying, "Oh,
this song was played."
Your song was played. I don't know how that exactly.
That's stuff like my management team sorts out. So yeah.
Oh, okay. So they would probably know.
Yeah.
So your management team wouldn't have a problem with us, of course, playing your music on Gospel Excellence.
I just that's what me. I can tell them I'm a gospel yinzer. See,
FEGS the gospel yinzer.
That's right. That's right.
On Gospel Excellence.
On Gospel Excellence. That's right.
I think what it was with all this stuff is that before musicians, I think what was happening was people would play their stuff and they wouldn't get any recognition. It's like, for example, like they would play like their songs and they wouldn't give credit, like, oh, this is, I don't know, FEGS, or this is. So it's like, I feel like that's where the YouTube people started stepping in because people started complaining that their song's been played like 10,000 times and they haven't received and that's when the technicalities started to come in. Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, because I'm like, what, because we will say who it is or where you can get it and that kind of thing, and sometimes they'll block out the person's song, and it's like,
Right.
like, wait,
Oh,
there's no sound. What is going on here?
Right.
So I don't know, but it is interesting though. But it's interesting though because we do make sure that we give credit, where credit is due. Of course, we want people to find the music, but sometimes they might be like, oh no, you don't have the rights to FEGS music, and then it'll just be like us. Like,
because there's so much involved. Because for example, I've got like a management team, and then we've got the distributors that distribute the music too. So it's it goes through a lot. So I think it's just those ones where it's like that's like how the money's made. So they're just trying to make sure that they get their money and as the artists get them,
the artist needs to get the money. So when the artist could pass the money around the way,
the way it should be.
The way it should be. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, I see we have some more comments. Would you like to get to the columns there?
Go for it.
You want me to do it? Okay. well, first of all, Danetta said Bobby said no.
Okay. No food off the floor.
No food off the floor. Then Danetta said she's definitely going to check out your music. And also, Breeze said the same thing, that she's going to definitely check you out. And then Music Birthed Out of the Spirit. You can find more music from FEGS on our YouTube channel, Music Birthed Out of the Spirit, on streaming platforms FEGS and SoundCloud FEGS. And then thanking each and every one of us for the support. No doubt.
Oh, yeah. No doubt. Absolutely.
See, I'm the one cracking the jokes. They're the ones that like watching me like don't crack too many jokes.
Run it.
Yeah.
Now, of course, FEGS, we have to ask you, speaking of jokes or what people might have thought was a joke, the elephant in the room. I'm sure over in the UK and around the world by now at this point, you heard about and probably have seen, the smack scene around the world.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I felt that in London.
Yeah. You would imagine so.
Oh, you want to know my thoughts on it?
Do you have any thoughts on?
Well, I think I will say I do like how Chris Rock handled it, because we could have seen WWE on stage, we could have seen wrestling, we could have seen a brawl, and I think it's good, because I think it's time we started challenging the Black narrative, which is we are just violent people.
Right.
So I feel like, because to some degree, on one side, some people say, "Oh, Black people are so violent. Look at how Will Smith slapped, Chris Rock." But then again, they can also say, "Are they really that violent?" Because Chris Rock just laughed it off. So I guess it's time we started challenging the Black narrative and showing people that Black people aren't just a bunch of violent people, that we have class too. So that's my take on it. I like how Chris Rock handled it, because he could have literally said, "You know what? I'm going to go ghetto on you."
That's so true.
He could have had even, I don't know, he could have said he's going to call his guys in the hood. It could have turned into a movie.
Yeah.
I like how Chris Rock handled it. I feel like that's the best way to do it, because I even heard, I think he was backstage with some people, and he was apologizing to them, saying that all that situation took away from the night, because a lot of people receive rewards, Black excellence, and it's like everyone forgot all about the awards and just remember, oh, did you see that slap though?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's time that we start challenging the Black narrative, because we are don't get me wrong, everyone's royalty, but we need to remember that as well, that we are also royalty. So that's my take on it. That I like Chris Rock's reaction. I think that's the best thing to do, than to just throw fists. Because let's be honest, Chris Rock could have said, "Are you mad? I'm going."
The way he stepped back, like, I'm like, uh-oh.
For a second, that slap made Chris Rock think, hold on.
Yes.
Oh, then he just came back to reality for a second. You know?
Yes. Indeed. Because when I saw Stan, we didn't see it live when it happened. We had already fallen asleep by that point. And when we woke up, that was everywhere. Like, turned on the TV and boom. I'm like, wait, what? What? What happened? What?
Oh, I know. That's what I was
watching it live as well.
Yes, live. And what I understood was that it was actually an Asian newscast or something that were the ones who actually caught everything. That's what I had heard. So I'm like, what? What? And they caught it, and then, whoa, okay, like, woo. But I think the thing that just kind of rocked me a little bit was the fact that after Chris said what he did, that Will was sitting there laughing and clapping.
Yeah.
So I was just like, okay, obviously you thought it was
funny.
Yeah.
I don't think Chris Rock expected it because, like you said, Will Smith was laughing and then proceeded to the stage, and he must have been thinking, "Wow, his joke was so hilarious that he came on stage to maybe commend him and say congratulations." But it was actually a slap or box, or I don't even know if it was a slap box or slap or a punch slap.
Yes, it was. Apparently, it was so loud when he actually smacked him, but it was so loud. They say that it almost sounded like he hit him. Like he hit him. We saw that he hit him across the face, but they thought it was so loud. They thought that he had gotten hit twice, like across the face, because it sounded almost like you got hit in the chest. It's like you hear like a thump, like woo.
That was a very loud thump.
That was a loud thump.
Very loud thump.
But I will say though that I have seen that Will Smith has apologized, which is the right thing to do. But I feel like it's time we started challenging the black narrative. This is how they expect us to react. You know, it's been a while, like, because I heard that now they're putting respect on black people and inviting them to the Oscars and all of that. So like to do this now, it's like we can't go back to square one. You know, to the same. So I really commend Chris Rock for just being professional and showing that not every black person is here ready to shoot you. You know what I'm saying? Yes. So that my take on it is, congratulations to Chris Rock, and I'll say congratulations to Will Smith for, at least saying that he was wrong for what he did, because some people said that we just witnessed an offense, like, because he could have pressed charges there and then, like, because that was actually an offense, and and it's like the question is, what are the youth seeing as well? That's the main thing, because the youth is the next generation going to be like, but Will Smith did it. So,
right. That's a good point.
So these are the times we start challenging, like, what is the example we want for the generations to come to see, and these are the times to make the corrections and show it. Like, look, you're a black person doesn't necessarily mean you're violent. Don't get me wrong. We all have our moments.
Right? Yeah, we do. We do.
We're not like, violence isn't the core of being black. So
yes,
I really respect how Chris Rock handled it. And like I said, the main thing is that everybody was watching, and the youth are watching, and a 5-year-old, maybe some of the children you teach are watching, and it's like, what did they take from it? So it's good that we show them that yes, it was wrong, and Chris Rock handled it the right way. And what do you guys think about it? Because that's what I think.
Well, I totally agree. Chris did do a lovely job, because like I said, I saw him stand there, wow, and then he okay, now I'm straight again, and then it's like, that was the greatest night in television, and I'm like,
now that right there is classic Chris Rock.
That's amazing. Because I don't know. I'm not usually somebody that'll jump and slap on somebody, but I don't know. I might have had to come out of my might have had to come outside myself, my alter ego on that. They might have seen a different side to Bobby D on that. Because we do have the alter ego called Evil B, and we don't want to see her. So you might have to. So I got to give it to Chris for doing that. But I do respect Will for doing the right thing. And the latest was that he has resigned from the academy. He resigned from the academy.
That part was sad.
That I agree.
That part was
I think
sad
that's
that he
sad.
resigned from that, but of course, I can understand.
I could respect that.
He's really feeling down right now. For what he did. So it was still, I can't even say it was. I just don't know what to think.
Right.
So, but it happened. He apologized to Chris a day later, but he did apologize, and Chris seemed to accept his apology and didn't press any charges.
Absolutely.
So,
because he could have pressed charges.
He could have, seriously, yeah.
And still can press charges. They say
you can do that.
It's documented. Like the whole world can see.
The whole world.
Yeah,
like you can't even take it. Like, oh well, one person got the video. We'll tell them to take it down. No, everybody's got the video.
Oh yeah,
you can't take it down from anywhere. It's the first thing that comes up on the YouTube thing. That's like
crazy.
Like just for you, like the little just for you sections, and it's like slap seen around the world. Like no, I don't want to see it.
Smith,
no,
Chris Rock. Yeah,
no, that is not good. I don't want it.
I think what it is I think a lot of people are starting to realize that it was probably like a build-up of what has been transpiring with him personally, with the whole Jada stuff. Maybe he just felt like, he's tired of all the jokes, and he just felt like, just he had enough. So, which is understandable, but there's better ways to go about it. Maybe he could have spoken to him like after the show, or like he didn't like the jokes, or but. I think it's something he's probably learned from it and just thought, he will take that on the chin. He learned, because I think it comes back to the whole masculinity thing. I feel like people feel like, being a man is like, I'm gonna, I didn't like that, so I'm gonna punch you in your face to show you that I'm a man. Being a man doesn't necessarily mean that, you're the strongest with the most muscles. Sometimes just being a man, I feel like it's what's inside and what's up in your head, and it's just one of those ones, because, if we were to take it back to those days because obviously I studied science, even though I don't agree with evolution, I just put that out there. But if you think about it, back then, survival of the fittest and all of that, survival of the fittest, it was not about who is the strongest or who's the macho man, is who was using their brains, and that's how it's about. So it's really about being a man. Is not really what is downstairs or what's on your chest. Being a man is basically what's inside, So I think Will Smith has, learned from what has happened, and I guess it's challenging the narrative, because there's a lot of healing that needs to be done in this. It just not even just with people like Will Smith, but the world needs a lot of healing. So it's a learning curve,
Yes, agreed. This is definite. And I will say this too, speaking on the Black narrative, they did have a picture which was awesome, and again, it was also overshadowed because of the slap that we keep seeing. I don't know how many times I've seen it. It's insane, but it was a picture of Denzel Washington and Samuel L. Jackson after Samuel won what was it?
It's like a Lifetime Achievement Award.
I think they created like a Lifetime Achievement Award or something for Samuel L. And they were in a nice embrace, and you can see they were both smiling and everything.
They never showed that.
And they never showed that. And people, it's out there. It's out there. And people were like, see, these are the moments that you missed because you're too busy trying to focus on the negative. Here's the positive spin on what's happened.
Yeah.
And you missed it, so.
Wow. I didn't even know about that.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, we found out on
I think it was Facebook. I think I found that on Facebook. Yeah.
Yeah, you know
Mhm.
how they're always suggesting pop up. These
Yes.
things keep popping up. Yeah, it's one of the things that did pop up.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
it was real interesting.
Wow.
We have some more comments here.
Okay.
Back to the comments for the CCI radio show. Danetta was talking about Will. She said Will found the right one because anyone else would have forgot those cameras.
I'm telling you.
Yeah. Hopefully Will
right.
learn from his mistakes and they can both move on from this.
Yes.
And then she was agreeing with you, saying, I know that's right, Bobby.
That's right. Evil B would have had to appear. Just, I don't think we might have had to. Will and I might have had to have a slap contest.
Yes.
Don't you be slapping me now. And he's what, over 6 feet, and I'm 5'1", and they're like, what is this crazy little lady? And these little hands coming out of nowhere. Watch it, Will. Don't even try. Don't even try.
FEGS, I'll tell you about some things later. Man. I'll tell you some things later. Fun stuff. Fun and funny stuff.
Now you're gonna make FEGS think I'm abusive.
No, he doesn't think that. I'm just being funny.
But also I'm a little nervous because tomorrow it's the
Grammys.
The Grammy Awards.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Yes. So I think we're not going to watch that either. We're not going to watch that either.
No, I can't watch that tomorrow.
But I'm hoping that when we wake up on Monday, there isn't like
what I'm scared
somebody
about
slap somebody else. Yeah.
What I'm afraid of for the Grammys is Trevor Noah. What is he going to say?
Yeah,
he's the host of the Grammys, so that's going to be funny.
Trevor Noah is the host
of the
Grammys.
Yeah,
that's going to be funny.
Hopefully, there's not another incident.
I hope not.
I know.
I hope not, because he could pull some stuff out there too. So hopefully nobody will.
Yeah.
Hopefully nobody will walk up on the stage.
Hopefully.
Well, you know what? There's only one way to keep everything under control from each place.
How's that?
We need FEGS, the Gospel Yinzer.
That's it. FEGS can say, no, excuse me, can you please go back?
Here to bring peace and spread Jesus Christ.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. I mean, you can put everybody in check and just, everybody is fine.
Because music's so powerful, because I heard that's what like people like Bob Marley used to do, like bring people together through music, and music knows no color,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to spread positivity, like because I have some supporters who are white, Asian, different things, and it's really touching. Muslims. Yeah. Sometimes I'm so shocked when I see a Muslim supporter, because I'm like, I'd say Jesus Christ. And,
right. Like, you heard me say Jesus Christ, right? It's like, I don't know that you follow Jesus, but okay.
Hey, but that's a good thing, because
that's okay.
You're getting noticed.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
But I guess it's like it's almost like saying, is healing just for a Christian, or is healing just for a white person, or is healing just for a black person? Healing's for everybody. Everybody can get healed. So I guess it's the same thing. Everybody needs Jesus, I guess.
That's so true. That's true. Yeah. That's so true.
Speaking of music, since we're on that topic, is there anybody that you would like to work or collaborate with in the near future?
Yeah, do you know what's happening right now is because I have a few collaborations that I did like in the past, and what I usually like to do is I like to go for the people that nobody would ever expect. Like I had a song with one of my my friends at the time, and people weren't expecting it. So yeah, there's the big names out there that I wouldn't mind, like Kirk Franklin and all of that, but I still wouldn't mind going for some upcoming people, like maybe in my area or whatnot, because like I'm all about just empowering people. So yeah, because you never know what anyone's tomorrow. So maybe somebody in my area just say, yeah, keep going. And then, because with the area I'm from, like there's a lot of violence and crime. So like, we're working on it, and we're getting there bit by bit, So yeah. I'm trying to use the music to also change a lot of things in my area that I'm from, in London, South London. Yeah, so guys, I'm a Yinzer, but I haven't forgotten.
You're a Yinzer, but
Lewisham, London. I still remember you guys, but I'm still a Yinzer. I'm a Yinzer from Lewisham, London.
FEGS is the world. Like we could, know.
Well, there's a lot of hashtags that came out of this show today. I can think of about at least 30 hashtags.
Well, then you're gonna have to hashtag all of that along with FEGS, and why not?
FEGS, the gospel Yinzer.
FEGS, the gospel Yinzer. That's a good hashtag. I like that.
Hashtag number one.
Yeah. I think for me as well, Sam, I think what's interesting is I do the production too. So it's like, I can also see it from a perspective of who would I not mind making music for, like production wise. Yeah, because I don't know how, but I can play the piano, drums, and I don't know how.
Wow.
I don't know how.
You said piano. He said piano and drums.
Yeah. Well,
drums. Remember, you know somebody you like to play drums.
Somebody who likes to play drums.
There's somebody who you like.
Oh, Sheila E.
Yeah. So.
I love Sheila E. I can't help it. I still love her.
Yeah.
I know where the drums came from because I was playing at my dad's church when I was much younger.
Yeah.
Kid. So I know where that came from, but the piano is like, where did that come from? Like, I was learning that in school at some point, but it's like, I feel like there's just some stuff where it's just from God. So
yes, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yes, I love it. Let me see. What does Danetta say there?
Oh, Danetta was saying, she's talking about the Will Smith Grammys tomorrow night. She said they're going to have security on stage. I bet.
Oh yeah, I bet they will.
Definitely, yeah.
I bet they will.
I think if you cough or sneeze, you're out.
That's exactly.
It's going just like that. Oh, wait a minute, that's an attack.
That's exactly right.
And she said she loves Sheila E. too. She's been a fan since high school.
Yes, Danetta. I love Sheila E. I just knew I was going to marry Prince and then be best friends with Sheila E. And it would be Bobby D and Sheila E. I just knew we were going to play our drums and do our thing together.
And Sam C would be nowhere around.
Well, you can hang with us, honey.
Oh, that's nice.
I know she's just pulling your legs, Sam.
I accept. I'll tag along.
You'll tag along.
Yeah.
You can be security.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You'll be
I'll take that. Hey, anything, you know, that's cool. See what we go through.
Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible.
Oh man. So FEGS, do you have anything coming up at all? Any new material? Anything that you got? Any events, virtual or?
Yeah. I've got basically there's more music coming. I have another song called Ocean Divider, and it's basically a song where it's basically just saying that God can, you know, he can help you, he can take you through whatever you're going through, because I feel like this is the type of words that we need to hear right now, like just words to encourage us, because right now the world's in a confusing place because they don't know what's going to happen next, you know, because
right.
I think nobody saw the coronavirus was going to just come and just shut down everything. So I think people are still a bit scared because, you know, because sometimes I do check like economic facts and all of that. Mm-hmm. And I did see like the consumer confidence or something like that in America. I think it was a bit decreased because people are scared. Like it's like they're receiving money, but they're scared to spend it because they don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. So this song that I got, Ocean Divider, is just a song to just uplift people. In terms of the release date, we're still trying to sort that out, like me and the management team, man. Because, you know, as much as I've got my say, but I still have to listen to what they have to say because no man is an island. So I've got another song called Ocean Divider that's it's in the works, and it's a song to uplift people. And then I still have remembered what Sam said. He wants to hear some rap. So I've got you, Sam. Don't worry. I've got another song.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be waiting, my gospel rapper.
I got you, man. The rap's coming because what it is a lot of people already knew me on SoundCloud for the rap, so I wanted them to also know me for the singing. But I feel like now we've sung to the point where everyone knows I can sing now. So it's now time to go back to the rap.
All right.
I'm really from the ghetto, y'all. I'm from the ghetto.
From the ghetto.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with the ghetto. You know.
No.
We covered like more rap music's coming. Trust me. For a second, I was like, "Oh my days, I still rap." I forgot I was a rapper for a second as well.
I forgot I was a rapper.
But I'm really covered, yeah.
See, FEGS, that's why we appreciate you, because you're real, you're so much fun, you're very positive on any situation, even throughout not just on this whole show, but just seeing you on your social medias, how you're always smiling, because you need more people to smile, because if you don't, then you're just going to keep dragging on and you're not going to get anything accomplished.
So true. So true.
So it's good to see you with all that positive light.
Yeah, because my team has this saying, and it's basically have faith and keep fighting. Like, it's even on my I was looking at the wrong side.
It's all good. It's all good.
Technical difficulties, guys. Yeah, even have faith. We have the same, but we say have faith and keep fighting. And it's no matter what you go through, man. I know that sometimes it's hard to see, but the first thing is to try to see, even in spite of the dark situation you're going through, you just got to see that light at the end of the tunnel and just keep going. And that's how I stay. Like, that's my mentality. I never try to think like, I just remind myself it could have been worse. And when you have that mentality, you just keep going, and we're here, we're alive, we're still breathing. So clearly God still has something in store for us. So we just keep going, and that's how I see it. Yeah.
So true. That's so true.
Absolutely.
And we just have to keep on keeping on as best as we can,
Because don't get me wrong, slap does sometimes life does slap you, like the recent slap, but
like the recent slap. That's right. That's right.
We're going to be seeing that for a long time.
We're going to be seeing that for a long time.
but in them moments where life does slap you, you've got to actually remember like Chris Rock's response as well, because it's like, are you going to just respond and retaliate and end up in square one, or are you going to keep going? And when life slaps you, you get back up and you keep going, and that's my mentality,
That's so true. That's so true. Yep. Because it's interesting though too about that slap is that I know, I mean, I don't want to say I'm not a fan of Jada, but I don't watch her Red Table Talk show. I don't watch the show. So I had no idea that she had alopecia until this week. I had no idea.
Didn't either.
So I didn't know. So we didn't know. Either. So when he said, "Oh yeah, Jada, G.I. Jane, G.I. Jane 2 or whatever he said," and I'm like, "Oh okay," I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's fine," because she's got the buzz cut, but so does her daughter Willow. Willow's got the buzz cut.
Yeah.
I didn't know. And then
it's a style now as well. Some ladies are doing that.
Right. Some ladies are doing that anyway. Yeah. So when we saw Jada's expression, like, but he was laughing, but of course they cut away, and then a few seconds later, that's when Will pops up on the stage. So I was I'm like, okay, what happened in those few like under a minute? Did Jada say, you know what, you're a little punk. Let him talk about me like that. Like, I don't know. We don't know what she said. She might have said, okay, well, if you let him get away with that, you just wait till we get home, because I got something to say to you as soon as we get away from here. So we don't know what was said. But I have to say, and then when because Chris was so adamant, like, no, that wasn't a hair joke. That was a G.I. Jane joke. That was a G.I. Jane joke. And like, oh, okay. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, okay, there's something here. And then we find out about Jada and the alopecia. I had absolutely no idea. So I could see where things could have gotten like, okay, that is a sensitive subject. I totally, I can understand where he would say, and he said it himself too. He got emotional about that. However, you were laughing first. That's the thing. That's
Because she was laughing first, probably.
Like she kind of chuckled, but then was like, you know,
he's like, oh, I shouldn't be laughing.
Right.
Let me go. Let me go. This will make Jada happy.
That's where
But then you
kind of
did see her, like you did see that one clip when after, I think, was it after Will had already slapped him, or when he was coming back or something, she was laughing.
Yeah. They have another clip on Facebook, or not on YouTube
somewhere. I forget where
after, and then Will comes and sits down. She's laughing, and she's like,
oh,
like you could see her from, somebody got a shot of her from the back.
Oh yeah,
and she's like, you know, laughing and giggling and stuff, like, oh no, this isn't good. This is not good.
See,
so
yeah. You know, because I feel like as a man as well, like it's important to provide for your family. So sometimes you've got to weigh things up. Like, is it really worth it? Because now he has to resign from, you know, and it probably affected his brand as well. Like,
yes.
So these are the times where you start to realize that, you know, you've got to think first, you know, before.
Yes.
I know sometimes, man, sometimes it's like, I'm going to deal with you. But like, sometimes you got to think first, you know.
Yes.
That's why sometimes it's good to even take a deep breath before you do anything, because maybe when you take that deep breath, it's like sense could just hit you for a second and like, you know what, I'm just going to leave it out. Because there was better ways for him to do it. He could have taken him aside. He could have even got up on stage and whispered in his ear and said he didn't like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's true. And even some people have even said they would have even accepted him screaming, "Keep my wife's name out your mouth."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but not that
instead of
the other version.
Instead of even swearing like he did. Like if he didn't hit him, but he was just sitting there, "Keep my wife's name out your effing mouth." That people were like, okay, we could accept that because he stayed in his seat and didn't do anything else. But you know, the smack, you know, covered with also
the statement.
Yeah. You know, so that it's we've been going back and forth on it. I'm like, well, you know, that was even Will even sang in one of his songs about how much he wanted an Oscar next to his Grammys,
plural,
and he'd be like, Grammys, plural. Like, oh, okay, like, okay, like, but that was a long time ago when he sang that song. It was a long time ago, probably 20 years or so. I don't even know how long ago that song was.
That ship is sailed.
But now he's got it, and it's possible that he could lose it. So I feel so bad.
You hope he doesn't.
I hope he doesn't.
Hope he doesn't.
Because you know, when you think about it, because when I think about the whole thing, it's even much deeper than the slap on stage. It's like, this is people's livelihoods. Like Chris Rock, that's what he feeds his family with the jokes. So it's like, what, is he not allowed to make a joke anymore? Is he not allowed to feed his family? So it's like, when you really look at it from like different perspectives, you start to realize that that slap it did a lot more than people think, you know.
Yeah.
And I pray that both of them just come together and just work something out and show the world that, you know, that's not the way to do it. That's not the way to handle stuff. It's not always resorting to violence, because like it comes back to the black narrative. That's what they know us for: violence, everything, violence. And you know, there's so much going on. Like, even I know police brutality is still an issue, and there's just so much, and we've got to show people that, you know, that's not always the first response, violence. And you know, we know that there's times when I know the alter ego might want to come out, for example, Evil D. but violence is never the answer, because it just makes it worse. No, it just reminds me of one of my friends, because I'm from a place called Lewisham, and it's pretty much the ghetto. And one of my friends, it's funny because that's when I started doing music. My first ever song was called No Knife, and it was basically my friend. He died. He got stabbed to death, and I remember when I heard it, it was that 2000. Basically, like sometime when I was in like secondary school, and I remember, I think I might have been in college or something, but basically he died, and I remember thinking, okay, what do I do? And obviously, the first thing that comes to mind sometimes is, oh, I need to retaliate and show these people like, how dare they kill my friend, you know?
Yes.
And I sat back and I thought, you know what? Yeah, what do I do? Do I retaliate and the cycle continues, or do I say, you know what? I'm gonna step out the cycle and break the cycle and not join? And that's what happened. I just chose to just get to know Jesus Christ more. And I remember I wrote a song called No Knife, and my area really felt the song because they knew who it was about. And since then, 2016 or so, I've been just pushing the narrative, and in my area, a lot of things are changing, you know, as a result of, you know, me just basically just choosing Jesus Christ. And
Yes.
that's what I'm saying. That's how with the music, sometimes I just try to remind myself it's more than just going to the studio and shouting in the mic or singing in the mic and doing so many takes. It's also, you know, the impact. What's the impact, you know? Because like I said, one day I will die. Hopefully Jesus Christ comes before then. Jesus Christ, I know you're listening. Please come before then.
Please come before then, Lord. Please.
The truth is, the music will still be here, and that's why I'm just trying to leave a positive impact. And even if you don't do music, the words, the words you say to people too have a lasting effect. So that's what it's all about. It's just spreading good vibes, really, you know. So that's what I'm trying to do. Yeah,
that's it. You're doing it too.
Yeah,
you're doing it.
Yeah, that's why we said you shed such a positive light, and you know, and we need more people like you out in the world that actually shed that positive light and just prove that you can go far. You know, all you have to do is just have a positive attitude, do the right things, and you know, you're golden.
Yeah, thank you so much for that.
Yeah. No, like I said, we really thank you so much for that. And you know, do you have any shout outs you'd like to give?
Yeah, firstly, I'd like to say shout out to all my yinzers out there. You know, it's the gospel yinzer here. You know, I'm representing Pittsburgh in the UK.
Yes.
Shout out to Bobby D. Shout out to Sam C. Or should I say Sam C. And shout out to Bobby D. And shout out to everyone out there listening. Pandemic Press Media.
Yay.
Shout out to Music About That Spirit. Stop following me everywhere. But yeah.
They're on it, FEGS. They're on it. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they are definitely.
I'm joking. I love you guys. You know, I love you guys. And just shout out to I forgot her name. The Mito or
Danetta.
Danetta.
Hey, Danetta, it's me from the UK. I'd just like to say my farewells as I round up this interview with my Yinzers.
Yeah, and with
obviously,
tea and scones coming soon.
Yeah.
And obviously,
high tea is at 4:00. Am I right? High tea at 4. So
yes.
It's coming soon. Or is it 4? Is it 4?
I go to my parents, really. Yeah.
Oh, see, there you go. I think I would like some tea and scones at high tea.
Okay.
4:00 is high tea.
Yeah, I think we can do that.
To the Queen.
Yeah.
To the Queen. To the Queen. They always say to the Queen. I gotta tell you, FEGS, though. Sam and I always
Oh no.
The Queen. I mean, we know it's nothing but God that she has been going and going and going like she has.
Yeah.
But oh my gosh, in power for 70 years, like this platinum celebration. I just think that's amazing. And I said to Sam that, you know, because I do, you know, read about the royal family and like the lineage and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And I just find it absolutely fascinating that she has been in power for 70 years, just, you know, almost exactly to the day. And the fact that she could have made her husband king and chose not to. She could have stepped down and let Charles take over and won't let him. I was like, the Queen, she
Yeah.
What I'll say about the Queen as well is it's interesting after all those years as well. She still looks fresh.
Yes.
Yes, she does.
I mean, oh my gosh. 70
Yes, she does.
like 70 years in power over, over a region, more than one country, like countries.
And she doesn't stress at all. So it's like, wow.
Yeah.
Amazing. If I was 95, I think she's 95.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be wearing these lovely hats and all of that. I'm going to just be chilling and,
What the Nike hoodies and...
That's it. Like, no.
Yeah, she's
no,
really...
thank you, the Queen. So I say to the Queen, to the Queen. Send our regards to the Queen.
Definitely.
No problem. I do.
Yes. And please tell the Queen we will not do the 5-second rule at her table. We will not.
Yeah, we won't.
I'm a staunch defender against the 5-second rule.
You heard it here first.
And we will to the Queen. That's girl power. Girl power. I gotta.
Do you guys have anyone you want to shout out as well? Or?
Shout out to you, FEGS. We're just so happy you're here and so thankful for those who could stop by. Danetta, thank you so much, my sister, for
who
stopping
made
through.
Some comments.
Oh, she made. Oh, yes, please, yes.
When FEGS was shouting out Danetta towards a couple minutes ago, she said, "Oh, my name never sounded so beautiful."
Oh. I love it.
And then she said, she was telling us, to have a great show, enjoy your weekend. And then music birthed out of the spirit. Bobby D's British accent is very accurate. Oh, yes. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
That is funny.
That's very funny. Thank you. I try,
What, do you guys watch a lot of British films or something? Or
well, there is a British actor that I do kind of have a little crush on. Sam C always picks on me a little bit. Go ahead. You could say his name.
Idris.
Idris Elba.
Oh, yeah. I knew you were talking about, yeah.
So I listen to him a lot, but I have to say I'm very impressed with him when he tries to do an American
because you cannot hear the accent at all.
Because you can't, because he doesn't slip into into an English accent. So he does pretty well. So, but then of course I was surprised when I found out. I'm like, he's British. Like, really? I didn't know that.
He is. He's very British. He had the accent and everything.
Yes, very, very thick British accent. So I was like, oh, okay, this is very interesting.
Well, looks like somebody else likes Idris too, Danetta. No,
don't worry, Sam. I'm sure you're Bobby D's biggest fan. Don't worry about it.
Thank you, FEGS.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Thank you, sir. Didn't mean to have you choke on your water.
Don't worry, trust me, Sam. You're her biggest crush. Don't worry about it.
That's exactly right.
Thank you.
Exactly
Appreciate
right.
that. Yes. Well, speaking of, I think it's about time to wrap up today's edition of the show. I'd say we had a lot of fun here. FEGS, it's always nice to have you back. I mean,
Uncle FEGS.
Uncle FEGS.
Hello, Uncle FEGS here.
Uncle FEGS is here.
See, now you got another hashtag here. But yeah, you definitely have an open ticket to come back anytime that you're able to. We definitely want that. We're going to be making sure that your music is heard on not just on Gospel Excellence, but we're going to try to promote you as much as we can. Yeah,
thank you so much for that. Yeah,
sure. Get some people to follow you. Speaking of, how can people find you on social media?
You can find me everywhere at FEGS DOE, FEGS DO. So it's FEGS FEGS and DOE. So yeah, I'm there everywhere. FEGS DO. Obviously, I would have used the name FEGS, but it's already taken.
Yeah.
So I go by the name FEGS though. So it's basically like it's like a saying in the UK, like I don't know how to word it. It's like a UK saying, like it could be like Sam Doe or this person Doe. It's like so, but it's FEGS Doe. That's where you can find me everywhere. FEGS DOE. I think I sounded so British saying that. FEGS Doe. FEGS DOE. Hopefully my American was.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty cool.
I love it. I love it. That's it. Well, you know, we already follow Uncle FEGS already.
Yeah, we
so,
do.
You know.
Yeah, we definitely do.
I'm the uncle that doesn't look like an uncle. I know.
No, doesn't look like an uncle.
No, not at all. Not at all.
I love it. I love it.
I mean, if I'm speaking like this, maybe I sound like an uncle now or something. That sound like an uncle now.
Nah,
No,
you don't.
no, not yet. We'll wait a little. We'll wait a few more years. 10 or so,
Years.
10, 15 more years. Then we'll.
Well, you're gonna wait for my beard to be gray, then you start saying Uncle FEGS.
There you go. But then we'll have to wait We'll have to wait more than 15 years for your beard to go gray.
I know, right?
We'll have to wait longer than that. Then.
Oh no.
Thank you so much for having me on the show. I really appreciate the support, because I'm usually in the studio and all of that. So it's nice to see that people are supporting, and because I wanted to get the flyer for the show earlier, because what happens is some people don't know that I'm doing interviews. So when I tell them at the last minute, they're like,
"Oh no!"
Yeah, so,
they can fault me for that. They can come to the smooth one who wasn't so smooth at that time. So they can just, Sam C, you dropped the ball, bruh. Have them hit me up. I'll apologize, but
just don't slap them.
Yeah.
Don't slap anyone.
Or them slapping me.
That's right. Yeah, and I hope they don't slap you either.
But I really appreciate you guys, because you guys really support me, and it really means a lot. That's why I just call myself a Yinzer, because Pittsburgh is really supporting, and I'm here to support Pittsburgh too.
Oh yeah, we told Pittsburgh about you. As a matter of fact, if you have a couple minutes afterward, we like to just kind of chit chat with you.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I'm free. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, Bobby D, anything you'd like to say before we sign off on this week's show?
Well, yes. So I'm just so happy that those who tuned in, Danetta, thank you so much. Dion, aka Breeze, Music Birthed Out of the Spirit, popped in with all that wonderful information about FEGS. We're so thankful. Thank you so much. I hope I didn't miss anybody. I think somebody else was here, Brett. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I missed somebody. I'm sorry. To get everybody. Okay. And for those who will see this in, once it posts,
yes,
we're so thankful that you're going to be able to watch and check out more about FEGS. So even if you've missed this live presentation, you could always come back and check it out. So we're so thankful.
Yep. And as always, Bobby D is going to close it out.
Yesterday is history. Tomorrow's a mystery. Today is a gift. That's why we call it the present. Thank you so much for joining us, and having none other than FEGS here with us. Uncle FEGS is here. So make sure you go back, check us out. Check out FEGS on all social media outlets, and make sure you just support him and, do all that you can, because we want to get this music out there, especially, come on now, music birthed out of the spirit.
It's good stuff.
That's it. That's good saying stuff. It right there. So please make sure you do what you can to follow and support FEGS.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
So I guess we're going to say, have a great weekend.
Have a great weekend, everybody.